일본어로 할 때는 스킨십.
I like skinship.
Wait.
Movie.
역시 여기는 통해. 여기는 통해.
I'd probably say you should go to the hospital.
좀 야한 거.
야.
Well, I don't know other countries, but like Brazil, we have a lot of English words that we think they are right, but they mean something nothing to do with English. And then when we actually study English, we're like, oh, wait, that doesn't mean that. I really thought that's how we would say that in English. So we do have a lot of words like that.
Actually, this was the topic that I was most confused of. Maybe if I see it, I think I can recognize it. But these days, I think English is so involved in our native languages. I think it's almost the same.
콩글리시인지 모르는 게 너무 많아서. Healing time. I thought it was from American words. So there are so many words that we confused and misunderstood.
Let's see some English words and compare them to their meaning in other languages.
Cute.
오케이. 일본 말로 바이킹.
Viking? Yeah, like the...
Scandinavian.
Yeah, I was thinking about the Scandinavians, like, roar. You know.
It's either that or like the, you know, the amusement park ride.
We don't call that Viking.
두 가지 의미가 있는 것 같아요. 하나는 맞았어요.
Which is the Viking ride?
바이킹. 바이킹.
Huh?
바이킹.
Buffet?
Like the buffet?
바이킹 가자. 호텔 바이킹. 호텔 뷔페.
Oh, really? Where does it come from?
저도 왜 바이킹인지를 모르겠어요.
In English, when we talk about the Vikings, we talk about the bearded people with the big armor.
In India, we also call the pirate ride as
We
Viking.
call it Viking ride.
이거는 일본 말로 할 때는 텐션.
똑같은 의미 있죠. 한국어랑 일본어 의미. 근데 영어로는 tension is different meaning.
Oh, really?
Like 한국어 and 일본어 tension is different.
일본에서는 텐션, 재밌다, 좀 적극적이고.
That's why many people just consider me as like high tension
Oh,
person.
I hear that a lot of people are like, oh, you're so high tension, but I didn't know it was a good meaning. Wow, whenever people say like, you're so high tension, I'm like, I'm tense?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's like a powerful person.
And then like low tension is like 조용한, kind of like. So in English, tension is usually either like the idea that like a string become tense, like this is tension, or like it could also be like in terms of emotion, like there's a lot of tension in the room right now. So it's 안 좋은 의미.
Nervous.
Yeah, like there's a lot of tension in the room, or people are really like angry about something. It's usually negative meaning.
신기하다. 전혀 다르네. 서비스는 서비스 아니에요, 서비스? 지금 알았어.
You guys don't use service as service?
Customer service or
Yeah, right.
I mean, if I think of service, like out of what I've learned in English, it would be like to do something to someone.
like this is a service.
Like community service
Yeah,
or something like that as well.
So when you go to just a restaurant and then sometimes the owner or boss just used coming to our table, oh, this is a service for you guys. That means like a free side dish or a free gift.
No, it's not.
Which word do you guys use instead of that service?
It's complimentary. Like this is something I'm giving to you in addition to like the actual service I'm providing, right? It's complimentary.
Or like it's on the house, right?
It's on the house? I never heard about that sentence. It's on the house. This is a really great English class.
자, 일본어로 할 때는 스킨십라고 하는데 이거 무슨 뜻일까요?
I like skinship.
Wait, calm down. It's like touching and like, oh, hugging.
movie.
근데 이건 똑같지 않아요?
한국에 와서 처음 들었어요. 영어에 없어요.
그러면 스킨십은 또 다르게 말하면 어떻게?
Like touching, hugging.
Intimacy or
네.
미국에서는 그 밖에서 하면은 we call it public display
Of affection.
Yeah, PDA.
이거는 일본 말로 할 때는 한도르.
오빠차.
역시 여기는 통해. 여기는
야,
통해.
야.
한도르를 몰라? 한도르.
뭐야 진짜로?
I
왜?
think it's the car handle. We do refer that in India sometimes. Like, it's the car handle, maybe. At least, like, yeah, in my city we do.
Really?
Yeah.
I think about it as a verb, like to handle something.
In the US, we say steering wheel. We use both.
But you guys never use handle as a handle?
When I think of handle, I think of a handle maybe on the car door.
Yeah, I was thinking about the door handle.
Yeah, the door handle is also there.
아, 이거 신기하다 진짜. Come Connie.
Connie?
I can show you that meaning with action. Like
오케이. 일본이랑 똑같아.
Yeah, cheating.
Cunning in English, do we use it as like somebody who is like kind of sly and like trying to like outsmart someone? In English, we usually say cheating.
have you ever tried to Connie?
없죠?
Why not? I did.
카닝 하면 난리 나요, 일본에서.
Man to man? What is a man to man?
Man to man means like the outwear.
Oh, it's the first time that I hear that.
I wonder why it's used that way because in English, when we hear somebody say man to man, usually it's when two men are fighting something out. Let's handle this man to man. And then they.
So I never thought about the spell in English because we just called I'm gonna buy man to man.
Hunting.
How many people are you getting there?
Hunting is to get boys or girls.
But you guys never use this word as the
Now
no.
we use it in Korea.
Now
though.
we use in Korea, but not really in real life.
I'm gonna steal your heart. But I think we don't use that word in a positive way.
They're looking for a prey, basically.
To us, it sounds like hunting, like with the gun and shooting prey, right? So to us, it sounds like very predatory.
It's like similar thing though.
I think that we say like looking for girls.
I don't know anymore. Like my brain right now is only hunting.
There may not be an exact phrase like hunting.
Only thing that comes to my mind is Riz right now.
Red.
I don't think it's an Indian term, but at least the MZ thing of Riz. Just rizzing girls up, rizzing people up.
Rizzing people up.
I used to using that word healthy. I was a health trainer. The fact is, I was a really health trainer. So I used to introduce myself. I'm a health trainer. Later then, I recognize I should have say personal trainer, right?
Yeah,
But I used to saying the health trainer because we called gym as a 헬스장.
Sometimes my friends they go like, oh, I'm going to the health, and I'm like, what? Oh, like, oh, okay, to the gym. They're like, yeah, to the health. I'm like, ah.
In English, we'd say gym, or we would say lifting weights. That's
Lifting
also
weights,
health,
right.
이거 말해도 돼요? 헬스 가자라고 일본에서는 하면 안 돼요. 좀 야한 거. 야한 그 없어.
진짜 없어.
짐을 가자라고 하는 건 괜찮은데 헬스 가자는 이상한 마사지 이런 거.
Wow.
Interesting.
What do you think outdoor is? In Brazil, it doesn't mean outdoor. Yeah.
캠프.
No.
A gathering?
No. Okay, so outdoor in Brazil actually means billboard.
Well, I guess it's not indoor.
Yeah. Because the thing, like, I had no idea outdoor was not called outdoor until I come to Korea. And we literally say outdoor.
Sometimes we also say signboard.
Instead of a billboard.
Fashion. So what do you think fashion is in Brazil?
Shats.
We usually say in a sentence like, oh, you're so fashion today. Not in fashion, but like you're stylish. So
You're
that's what
the
we
fashion.
mean. But nobody says that anymore.
It's like an outdated term.
Yeah, kind of. Bunky. Ooh, okay. What do you think bunky is?
Like, isn't like a genre, like a style?
It can be like punk, like we can imagine like the rocker, or like, but it can also be something that is really harsh. For example, today my day was so punk, like it was so tough, it was so hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We can also say that.
Can you be punk, or is it only like something difficult in life?
Oh, we can actually say that when someone is difficult to handle. Like if we're trying to talk to the person and they're not giving up or something like that, you're punk. Okay.
Of course, cigarette.
It has nothing to do with smoke.
Really?
It actually means tuxedo.
Ah, that's right.
Like suit.
Because men in tuxedos.
They are, I guess that comes from it. Because like at some point in Brazil, like the only people who would actually smoke because it was a social status, it was like really rich people and like really fancy, and they were always wearing like tuxedos. So for us, it was like, oh, you're wearing a smoking. Maybe, I don't know. It's not a term that we use often nowadays. We say more terno, but if you say smoking, especially elders and like people who make clothes, they will know it. Pasta. Ah, okay. Oh, that was a trouble for me when I was learning English, because like for me, it never came to my mind that it meant pasta. Because for us, it means completely something different.
Just eating pasta, I guess.
Nothing to do with food.
Give me a hint.
It has to do with school, kinda, school and office.
Paper?
It's a folder. Like the folder, we call it pasta.
Interesting.
So when we go to school, we had to do our materials, like everything, and a pasta to put the papers on.
Imagine like you ask somebody to give you some pasta.
Yes, that's so weird.
Bunk.
Oh, what do you think bunk is?
No idea. I would think about the bunk bed.
Like the bunk beds? No.
Or not go to school.
Yeah, we do call that as bunking. Like, oh, she did a bunk today. That means like she didn't go to school today. It's like a little different than like absent. You could be like sick and absent, right? But when you like deliberately miss school, you just say like, oh, like I'm gonna go bunk with my friends today.
Okay, so I'm feeling bad.
Like skip school. Yeah, we call it skipping. Skipping class. Playing hooky is also one.
You don't use skiving?
No.
That's a British word. Hotel?
I think we also call restaurants.
What? Really?
We could like just say like, oh, I went to a really nice hotel today. That means I just went to a nice restaurant.
What?
So how can
would
you guys
never guess.
differentiate real hotel and then restaurant?
It depends on the context. Like I just had food at like a nice hotel means, you know, like you just went to a restaurant. I went to sleep at a hotel is a hotel. Actually, I wasn't that aware of restaurant. I mean, I knew it existed, but it was not common.
So you
term.
usually use like hotel?
Yeah, we went to hotel.
Pass out.
Okay, what do y'all think?
Like you
pass out?
Unconscious.
No, in India, we also like talk about like passing an exam.
Oh my god, I would never guess that.
Maybe we use it in English. Did you pass the class?
Not pass out.
Not pass out.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, we wouldn't say did you pass out the class. Usually we refer it like when we are saying like I passed out of 6th grade. Like I just had to pass out.
I would think that she fell over in school.
Yeah.
I'd probably say you should go to the hospital.
It's not confusing for us because we don't say like, oh, she passed out. We just say like she fainted.
She fainted.
Yeah, so pass out like means, you know, you passed the class.
We use it as well for sleeping sometimes in England. Like if we just really tired, go to sleep.
I passed
yeah,
out.
I
Yeah,
passed
yeah,
out. Yeah. How was it?
For me, it was completely weird because like some of the words I just really had no idea. When my words came, I was expecting you guys to like have a little bit of a hint. They were completely different from anything you said. Like, okay, no, we really are the only ones who use these. So I was really shocked that like Korea and Japan like had a lot of words that were kind of similar.
그 한국이랑 일본은 통하는 게 아시아는 좀 통하는 게 있었는데 제가 평소에 쓰고 있었던 말들이 다른 나라에서는 완전 다른 의미로 다르 쓰인다는 것에 대해서 되게 놀랐고 너무 재밌었습니다.
Today we tried to compare the meaning of English words in countries from around the world.
If you liked the video, don't forget to like it, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel.
We'll see you next time.
Bye!